Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on what's going on with me and the crew and how we're doing with things. My car makes weird noises apparently. So in a couple days it's going to be a month since we lost Silver, and I feel really weird with my glasses on doing this. But it's been a month since we've lost baby girl, and we knew an adjustment was gonna take place, and we knew that things were gonna be hard on all of us, especially me. But Clea has taken it the hardest out of everybody in the household besides me. Clea really had trouble with her being gone, and I think she's still having trouble with Silver being gone. I mean, we always knew Clea was going to be the next in line, so to speak, to be, you know, my second in command. Even though she's daddy's girl and she's daddy's dog, she's always been by the rules. She wants to pack together. She wants people to behave, you know, just like mom. I want people to behave in my house, you know. But it's been very challenging for her to fill those shoes. She's trying the best she can. Clea does not like conflict. She doesn't like to, she'll put you in your place if she has to, but she really doesn't like to. She's such a sweetheart. Like, she's almost too sweet. She really just doesn't want to hurt people or hurt anybody else, things like that. And, you know, Sully isn't making anything easy for her either. Sully's actually trying to attack her when she goes to just drink water. He's trying to push her out of the bedroom. He's doing a lot of bad behavior stuff. And you always hear me say, you know, cow dogs are jealous. They definitely want all the attention to themselves. I will agree, they're a one-person type dog, and it's very challenging to make them a multi-pack household. Of course, I think all houses that have multiple dogs, it's a challenge regardless of the breed, but cow dogs make things extra challenging. We're doing what we can to help her keep that position. We are encouraging her when she does do Silver behavior. We are trying to make sure that we correct him. We're on like high alert watching him. I really hope Clea can continue striving for that position, because I feel like she's earned it. Sully's too much of a bully and a spoiled brat, I think, to be the next second in command. And Sully has attacked her twice now. The first piff, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it was more than a piff. It was during our unboxing review video. I had to remove him from the situation because he just wasn't backing down. And the very next day, they had another really major fight, and I don't know who won it. No bloodshed happened or anything like that, but it was definitely a very intense fight over God knows what. And usually after dogs get into a fight, you know, they will let it go like after like an hour-ish or so, maybe. I mean, at least that's my personal experience. They seem to let it go after a while. I literally watched these two not forget what happened for 6 hours. There were 6 hours that night that I had to make sure nobody was going to go kill another person, you know, or attack another person, I should say, not kill. But the very next day when I was at work, my husband told me that they were playing in the yard and they were doing fine, and all of a sudden a fight started happening again. But Clea knocked Sully down really hard, apparently on his shoulder, and he yelped. And apparently she walked away prancing like, look what I did. So she's got it in her to hold this position, but she's got some really big shoes to fill. And I'm worried. Gypsy, I think, is perfectly fine. Like, she's definitely, Gypsy warns Sully a lot. She does the, you know, she pulls her lips back and warns him, but he just doesn't give a fluff. Like, he couldn't care less about the warnings. He wants to do what he wants. He has that I do what I want attitude to the extreme, and I don't know how to train that out of him, because that's just his personality. And things that I'm trying to do to keep the pack safe and happy, you know, I'm telling Sully to leave it. I'm removing him from the situation. And sometimes when I see he's about to lunge, I do grab him and try to guide him away. The problem I'm having with that, though, is when I do that, he turns into complete attack mode and tries to go after her. So that's that method that I know of to, you know, try to pull away and distract and go to another direction is not necessarily working very well with him, because he takes that as no, I want to do this and I'm going to do it even harder and try to go after the girls. But him and Gypsy, I'm not worried about. They've always had that brother, sister, love you, hate you relationship. And every time I see Sully, quote unquote, win at something with her, she will automatically toss him back to the ground at the next one. And then, yeah, she always seems to let him win. But I think he realizes he's never going to fully overpower Gypsy. Because as cute and tiny as Gypsy is, and you know, she's like my little dancing monkey, she is a vicious little raptor. Like the way she goes after like critters in the yard, and when you really piss her off, she turns into a complete psycho bitch. Like, so I have no worries with her. It's our sensitive little soul, Miss Clea, our Care Bear, that I worry about. She just seems so depressed. Her tail is down a lot, and so we're trying to encourage her to, you know, play more, and we're trying to build up her confidence and just praise her as much as we can for when she does do good things. But it's tough. Everything's tough with that right now. Now, as for me and how I'm doing, well, I'm out in public, so I mean that's something for today. I am still extremely depressed. I'm still in a lot of physical pain. The chest pains have lightened, but my stomach pains haven't. I still feel like there's a stone just sitting in my abdomen. And even though I have moments of smiling and joy, I'm struggling really bad on the inside. Like, I feel like I'm faking life. Like, I'm just, because you have to do life, you have to do stuff. And I'm completely like, I don't know, just walking around doing the motions with this heavy depression, like, and that's what, and most people, that's the way it is when they're depressed. I mean, I've had clinical depression and stuff too, like, anyway, so it's like, just because someone's acting happy doesn't mean they're not dying on the inside, you know? I have a wonderful family. I have all of you. I've got so much support and love, and yet I feel utterly alone without her. Like, I feel so lost and alone. Like, I feel like I have absolutely nobody in my life because Silver's gone. And I know that's not true, but that doesn't change that that's how I feel, because she was my constant for 17-ish years, you know? I mean, it's really hard. I still try to greet her every day when I come downstairs. I still feel like, oh crap, I forgot to feed Silver. There's all those things still happening, even though it's been almost a month later, and I'm sure it's going to continue. I haven't thrown out her medicine bottles yet. You know, there's still things to go through and to process. And I will agree with everybody who has said this in the comments, that you will never fully get over them. I 100% believe that. Like, I'm still not over the loss of my grandmother back when I was like, I think I was 11 when she passed. I think I was almost 12. Either way, I'm still not fully over that. I'm nowhere over my boys. I mean, it gets better, like, you cope with it better, but I think it's always going to be there. Now, there's a couple of cats I think I've gotten over, except two. There's two cats that I still have issues with that are not with me, but with Silver, I think I'm always gonna long for her and her companionship until hopefully I get to see her again. A few days ago, I did go pick up her paw print. They had an option at the pet cemetery where you could get their local artists to paint a paw print or a portrait. Since I already had a portrait done of Silver once, I decided to just do the paw print. So I was able to go pick that up. That was a struggle going to pick that up. There's all those little things like that. I was able to have a few good cries. I still want my day of staying in bed and just watching Supernatural and crying or whatever, but it'll happen when it happens. But I cry when I can. It's usually at night. It's like during the day, I'm just like this, I'm just going through life, you know, and my husband's constantly asking if I'm okay. And it's like, no, I'm not, but I have to do life, you know. But at night is when I really cry. You know, journaling's helping, talking to you guys is helping, but it's still there. Me and her loved each other so much, and we were such a bonded pair. Like, it's just really hard. And even though I have moments of like peace where I'm glad she's not in pain anymore, it doesn't make that doesn't bring me much comfort. Like it's just a lot of pain. I'm still angry at everything, but it's not as violent feeling as it was. And I love all of my babies, but it's not the same bond. Like, I have a really good bond with Gypsy and Sully, and even a bond with Clea, even though she's daddy's girl. Like, she still needs mommy time too, and I need hugs from her too, because she's such a cute little Care Bear. But it's different with them, and I'm sure by the time they're all seniors, I will have even stronger bonds than I currently have with them. And I love them so much, regardless of them not being silver. Like, I would die for any of my dogs. Like, I would do anything for any of them. Like, well, and the cats too, I guess, you know. But so I'm still trying. I wish the weather would cooperate better. Today's actually a very nice day. We haven't been able to go to the woods because it's been really cold and raining, so I've had to like sneak in walks in between the rain. But today's nice, and I thought, oh great, today's nice. I can have a day to myself, and I'm going to all these stores to try to find things that I want and look for camp stuff, and none of the stores have what I'm looking for. And it just, I feel like I should have just stayed home and maybe tried to like cry more in bed, because it's like, you know, like when you give yourself a day to like just have for you, and you want to go shopping, you want to go do just fun stuff for yourself, and it's just all, you know. And the car charger died, so my phone is completely dead, so I can't even check to see if certain stores have what I want. But one positive note, the coffee is amazing, and I'm very much looking forward to camping, even though I'm worried that we're gonna freeze our butts off, because apparently fall has returned, even though it's May. So it's getting down to like 40 degrees, which isn't, you can camp in 40 degrees, but this will be Clea's first camping trip, and I'm nervous that, yeah, she's not gonna handle it well. But, and I still have no motivation to work on his training right now. I just wanna do like fun things and try to like make myself happy. And I'm about to go into Target and see if I can find something to buy that I don't need, because I have a gift card. But, you know, knowing my luck with the way the day's going, I'm not gonna find anything I like in there, which is, that's fine. Oh, maybe, I don't know, does Target have camping stuff? They probably don't. At least not good camping stuff. And my house is still not where I want it to be, which is fine. The living room has gotten there, but and that's also a weird feeling, is sitting on the carpet again, like being able to sit on the floor with my dogs, because I never sat on the old carpet because of how bad she messed it up. And being able to sit down there with them is nice again. And I didn't realize how much stress I was actually under cleaning up after her, and how much mess she was actually making until she was gone. I think that was like a huge realization too, after she passed, was how much cleaning I was just doing for her, which led to the house partially not being clean too, because I was always just trying to clean up after her. But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts and feelings on our grief process, you know, because grief takes a lot of time, and just because somebody's functioning doesn't mean that, you know, at home they're not crying and screaming. You know, I definitely want to look into going to one of those smashy rooms. What do they call it? You know, where you go there and break all the stuff. That sounds fun. Anyway, I think that's it for today's video, because I think I'm already at like 20 minutes maybe. But as always, thank you guys for listening, and remember to click like and subscribe, and also click the notification bell, because for some reason people are not getting notified that I am uploading videos. Take care, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.